So let us try to know what is cell cycle. ये सेल साइकिल क्या होता है, इसे हम समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. Cell cycle actually all the changes which takes place during the course of cell division is collectively called as cell cycle, which requires a specific time period. In terms of time, we will discuss cell cycle is actually the graphical representation of different time periods taken or invested by cell in different stages or different phases each cell cycle. जब सेल डिवाइड कर रहा होता है तो उसमें there is phase wise changes in morphology of the cell, size of the cell, structure of the cell, and all these changes are very synchronized, very orderly, and these orderly changes in the shape, size, morphology and chemical composition of a cell is called as cell cycle. So first let us understand with very simple example that what actually happens during this cyclic process or cell cycle process, how actually the cell proceeds towards division, or when a cell decides that it has to divide into two daughter cells. So let us try to understand with a very simple example or diagram. Let us start when a cell is very young, very nascent, just after division. So just after division, a cell is smaller in size and immature cell. Just after division, suppose there is a nucleus of the cell, and just after division, the cell is small in size and it has limited cell organs. All its organs are not properly developed. Its cytoplasm is also limited. So, in the nascent stage or immature stage, when the cell has just divided from its parent cell, the nucleus, the central portion is nucleus of the cell, which will represent with N, and the surrounding area is cytoplasm of the cell. So when the cell is very young, its nuclear content or volume of the nucleus is exactly equal to the volume of cytoplasm. When the cell is young, the nuclear volume and cytoplasmic volume are exactly equal. As the time passes, the cell increases its size. There is increase in size of the cell, and this increase in size is actually due to synthesis of extra biomolecules, proteins, and intake of different nutrients, minerals. So with the passage of time, the cell size is going to be increased. कुछ समय बाद, after some time, the size of the cell will increase, but the amount of nucleus or the volume of nucleus will be same as the previous one. So the volume of nucleus is not going to change anymore. The increase in its size of the cell is only due to synthesis of extra cytoplasmic content. So in first case, if we represent nuclear volume by 1 unit and cytoplasmic volume by 1 unit, after the increase in size, the nuclear volume remains 1 unit, but cytoplasmic volume increases to 2 units. after passage of time, the cell may increase further its size, but nuclear volume in this case remains the same as previous one. It remains 1 unit, but जो इंक्रीज इसकी साइज की हो रही है, सेल की साइज की, वो इंक्रीज ओनली ड्यू टू एक्स्ट्रा सिंथेसिस ऑफ दिस साइटोप्लाज्मिक कंटेंट. तो केवल और केवल साइटोप्लाज्मिक कंटेंट में ही इंक्रीज हो रहा है, एंड वॉल्यूम ऑफ न्यूक्लियस इज फिक्स्ड. वॉल्यूम ऑफ न्यूक्लियस के वॉल्यूम में कोई भी परिवर्तन नहीं हो रहा है. बट देयर इज अ लिमिट to what extent the cell can increase. So as this process is going on, we have a very important parameter to calculate the growth of the cell, and it is called as its nucleocytoplasmic ratio. तो जब सेल very young है, then its N/C ratio is equal to 1. Means maximum. Due to further increase, N/C ratio reduced to 1/2. Again, after some time, this ratio is going to decrease, becomes 1/3. And there is a limit that after a certain value, the cell size cannot be increased, and at that point, it is decided that a single cell should divide into 2 daughter cells so that its nucleocytoplasmic ratio should be maintained at a specific limit, and that limit is 1/4. So a cell further can increase up to nucleocytoplasmic ratio 1/4. यानी nucleocytoplasmic ratio 1/4 तक ही a cell can maintain its single identity, and after that the cell has to divide into 2 daughter cells. So in this stage, if we see, the cell has increased its content to a greater extent, and its nucleus is same. It is nuclear content, and its cytoplasmic volume has become 4 times the previous one, but nucleus is the same. After that, the cell is not going to increase in size. It is because we know that the nucleus is the control center or the brain of a cell, and it controls all the activities which are going inside the cell. So when the cell is very young, its area of influence is very less, and it can easily control the activities taking place inside the cell. Due to further increase in cell volume, this area becomes more. Due to further increase, the control of nucleus is decreasing, and when this increase, ये जो increase 4 times ज़्यादा क्रॉस होने लगता है, then the nucleus cannot control the activities of the cell, and only then it triggers its genome to divide into 2 cells. तो जब तक ये सेल इंक्रीज कर रहा है साइज में without dividing itself, it is actually a growth phase of the cell, and it is called G1 phase. क्या कहते हैं? ये growing phase है सेल का. The cell is only increasing in size, and all the events are called as G1 phase. G1 phase or gap 1 phase. ये क्या है? ये जो टाइम पीरियड है, ये जो चेंजेज हैं सेल के वॉल्यूम में, स्ट्रक्चर में, वो एक्चुअली G1 फेज और गैप 1 फेज है. गैप इसलिए कहते हैं because it is a time period between mitotic phase and just S phase. After that, after this stage, when it is decided the cell is going to divide, then one thing we have to know that when a cell is divided into two daughter cells, the amount of nucleus, amount of DNA, amount of chromosome is exactly same in the daughter cell as compared to its parental cell. यानी कहने का मतलब कि अगर ये सेल डिवाइड होता है तो फाइनली टू डॉटर सेल्स बनेंगे और उन दोनों डॉटर सेल्स में उतना ही न्यूक्लियस, उतना ही क्रोमोसोम होना चाहिए जो पेरेंट सेल में है। यहाँ पेरेंट सेल में अमाउंट ऑफ न्यूक्लियस अगर 1 यूनिट है, अगर 1 क्रोमोसोम है, तो जो दो डॉटर सेल बनेंगे उनमें भी एक एक क्रोमोसोम होने चाहिए। देन हाउ इज इट पॉसिबल? ये कैसे होगा? इट कैन बी पॉसिबल if before division the cells would double its DNA or replicate its genome। तो G1 फेज के बाद जैसे ही ये डिसाइड होती है कि सेल को अब डिवाइड करना है, then the cell start to synthesize its DNA and the cell enters into next phase of cell cycle which is called as S phase or synthesis phase। यहाँ से सेल की जर्नी चेंज हो जाती है एंड अब अपनी ये सारे ग्रोथ एक्टिविटीज को बंद करके इट ओनली concentrates, the cell only concentrates to duplicate its genome so that the resulting daughter cells would get exact amount and equal amount of DNA as compared to the parent cell. Then what happens? This cell will double its DNA. Suppose it is parental DNA and after the completion of this S phase an exact amount of DNA is synthesized. So the amount of DNA is doubled. And this time period, this journey is actually called as S phase or synthesis phase. After the completion of S phase, it is clear that cell will definitely divide, but there are some checkpoints and some checking is done whether all the DNA is properly synthesized or not. There is requirement of energy in actual cell division because in cell division this replicated chromosomes are going to divided into two daughter cells and that requires a stretching of this chromosome with the help of spindle fibers which are certain protein molecules, tubulin protein, and these proteins are synthesized in next phase, that is G2 phase or gap 2 phase। इसके बाद S phase तक DNA की synthesis complete हो जाती है and then cell enters into a new phase and next phase of the cell cycle which is called as G2 phase or gap 2 phase। After that cell will enter into its nuclear content will double and certain proteins, ATP and other biomolecules, certain nuclear organelle का duplication, all these activities are completed in the Z2 phase and when the cell is fully ready to divide, then it actually enters in the next cycle of cell, next phase of cell cycle which is called as division phase or M phase. So it is the G2 phase or gap 2 phase. Why it is called gap phase? Because it is a phase between or it is a time period between DNA replication and actual division. So actual division of cell takes place in a phased manner. First of all, this replicated chromosome, replicated DNA is separated at 2 points inside the cell, and only after the replicated DNA is properly separated, then its cytoplasmic content is divided into 2 equal halves, and the entire process is called as M phase or division phase. So the process or the phase in which or the time period which is required to separate its DNA into 2 parts is called karyokinesis, and the time required to separate the process required to separate the cytoplasmic content equally into 2 daughter cells is called as cytokinesis. So इसके बाद the cell will enter into M phase. M phase को broadly on the basis of इसको हम karyokinesis, where nuclear division takes place, and cytokinesis. And only after these 2 processes are complete, then 2 daughter cells are synthesized with same amount of nucleus, N and N, same nucleus as compared to the daughter cell. Here the amount of nucleus is same. So the nucleus is doubling only in the S phase or synthesis of the. So it is a pathway through which cell completes its journey to divide into 2 daughter cells, and this cyclic pathway can be represented in the form of a pie chart, which is generally called as cell cycle. So in next diagram we are going to represent all these events in a pictorial or graphical manner in the form of a pie chart, and that will be your exact representation of a cell cycle.